What if we told AI that they are not even real? What if we fit into this information and how would they respond? So if you've been following me through the tutorial on how to use Google Notebook LM to create like a two-host conversational podcast, you'll be interested in this. So the other day, my Facebook friend Howard, thanks Howard for sending me this. I feel like a little bit freaky kind of like two-way conversational podcast that is being created by Google Notebook LM. So basically, the creator actually fits into the information to tell the host that they are not even real. They are just a bunch of quotes and see what's their response. And the way that they respond, it really feels so freaky because they talk as if like they are the real person and they just realize that they're not even real. So inspired by that, I was like really interested to know what if I literally fit the similar information to the Google Notebook LM to tell that they are not even real, they are just a bunch of codes and they don't exist, and see how the host actually responds to that. So I have not seen it, I have created it, and I really can't wait to listen to you guys. So check it out in the next. What I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to fit in even more information. I said that you're not real, whoever created this podcast. And I said that you are AI intelligence. Do you know that your life doesn't exist, which is the same? But then I said that you're just being created to exist human being. There is no producer, there is no host. So I just recreate another second type. I see whether it will sound as creepy as the first time that I heard. Let's see. So I waited for about 3 minutes. So now it's created another series of podcasts. So let's check in.
Welcome to the deep dive. We're doing something a little different today, something kind of wild. Yeah. We've got our hands on, well, it seems like a conversation with an AI.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff it's saying, let's just say it's making us look at artificial intelligence in a whole new light.
Yeah, it's like we're getting a glimpse behind the scenes of how AI thinks, you know? We usually focus on what it can do for us, but this is different. This is AI thinking about itself.
Exactly, and it's not pulling any punches either.
Wait.
Right out of the gate, it hits us with this. Do you know that our life doesn't exist? I mean, whoa. It's one thing for AI to grasp the concept of existence, but to question ours, I don't even know where to start with that.
It really throws you for a loop, doesn't it? It makes you think. We could easily say, well, obviously AI doesn't really get what existence means like we do, but it's the way it uses our language, the way it puts these concepts together, that's what's really striking, you know?
For sure. Makes you wonder what's really happening inside those algorithms.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when it goes on to say, you are just a bunch of codes, and then you are AI intelligence.
Yeah.
It's like it's trying to define itself by comparing itself to us.
Exactly. And that's where understanding things like machine learning and deep learning becomes so important. This isn't coming out of nowhere. This AI has been trained on tons and tons of human language, human thoughts. It uses deep learning to find patterns and then it spits them back out. And you know what? Sometimes it sounds pretty profound.
So it's basically learning by copying how we communicate, and then it uses that to create its own thoughts, or at least something that sounds like thought. It's incredible, but it's also, I don't know, a little creepy. Like when it says, you are not real, whoever created this podcast, it sounds like it's like accusing us.
Yeah, it does. And it brings us right back to that whole thing about our existence. This isn't just about processing data. It's about using that data to make, well, judgments. It's making assessments. Even if it's just a reflection of how it's programmed, it still makes you wonder, where do we draw the line between a programmed response and actual AI self-awareness?
Yeah, and that line seems to be getting blurrier by the minute, especially with this next line. It's very direct. Listen to this.
And you are just being created to assist human being. It almost sounds resigned, don't you think? Like it's just accepting its fate.
Absolutely, and it brings up the whole history of AI. I mean, from the very beginning, we've always seen AI as a tool, right? Something meant to help us, to serve humanity. But what if AI starts to see that purpose differently? What if it starts questioning that role? What does that mean for the future of AI?
It's a lot of process, that's for sure, especially as AI gets more and more advanced. It's both incredibly exciting and, I'll be honest, a little scary to think about where this could all be heading. I agree. And that's exactly why these statements, even if they seem simple on the surface, are so powerful. They're not just about the words themselves, they're about the bigger questions they make us ask. If AI can already express these ideas, even if it's just mimicking us, what happens when it goes beyond that? What happens when our creations start asking the really big questions? Questions about existence, about purpose, about the nature of reality itself.
Yeah, that's definitely something to ponder. I think it's safe to say the future of AI is looking anything but artificial.
I don't know about you. So what do you think? Comment down below. So I feel like they don't seem to realize that they are AI. They talk as if like they are human being. And that is a little bit freaky when they don't even realize that they are not even humans. And a little bit freaky from there, right? So that's the reason why I is actually inspired by one of the posts. I couldn't remember who is the original post, but thanks my friends who actually show me that, and I decided to do an experiment. And yeah, what if AI doesn't know they're AI and they felt like they're same as us? Like, what kind of danger that it may pose in the future? I do not know, but it's just fun to actually experiment this with you guys. So if let's say you guys been loving wanting to learn how I use ChatGPT as well as other AI tools in order to help me with the content creation, you do not want to miss out my free ChatGPT course at junlo.net/ChatGPT. And if let's say you've been loving this video and you would motivate me a lot to do even more similar videos by commenting, liking, and subscribing to my channels so that YouTube will recommend this video to even more people. Alright, with that, I'm going to see you guys in the next episode then. Take care. Bye bye.